Hi everyone. I am cleaning my closet the Konmari method. I have been really changing my life and improving it in every aspect over the last 9 months. And I bought all of Marie Kondo's books here and have applied a lot of her practices throughout my life, and that I'm still sorting through. But I've been meaning to do my closet for a really long time, and honestly, it's just so overwhelming at this point. And it's I feel like throughout life, you're just accumulating stuff, and you just keep buying and buying and buying because you think it's gonna fill this void that is caused by just whatever's missing inside of you, and that's exactly what it is. And it just takes looking inside to figure out what that is. And once you do, you realize that you don't need to look externally and buy and buy and buy, because that's not what's going to bring you happiness at the end of the day. It's being happy within yourself. And so this is just a representation of the way that I used to be, just excessive in literally every way, just an absolutely disgusting amount of clothes everywhere. I might have been covering the microphone this whole time, but it's so excessive. And honestly, who in the world needs all of this stuff? And the thing is that honestly, it's just been giving me anxiety at this point because I can never find anything to wear. I walk into this closet and I'm just I don't even know where to start, and I can never find anything to wear. And I'm always wearing the same two things all the time. And I have all of these clothes, and some really do spark joy and I really love, and I never wear them, and I always wear literally my ishiest clothes because I don't want to ruin my nice ones or whatever. And it's just absolutely ridiculous to have something like this. And a cluttered life means a cluttered mind, and I just can't deal with the clutter anymore. It's too much. I don't need it. And when you have all of this stuff going on in your life and in your environment, like in your closet like this, then how are you supposed to have a clear mind? How are you supposed to be able to focus on the important things that you do need to focus on when there's clutter in every aspect of your life? So it's honestly just a way to build clarity and be able to just focus on what you really do need to focus on, just strip down. And because you get to this point, I have everything that I could possibly need, and it's some people, they just keep doing this all their lives. They just accumulate stuff and keep accumulating stuff, waiting for it to make them happy. It's just the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, and it never ever makes them happy. And then at the end of their life, they finally realize, that's because all I needed to be happy was myself. You just need to be happy within yourself, and it's a journey to get there. And for me, I mean, honestly, it came totally accidentally, and I just started doing yoga, and from there it went on. But yoga is, I think, the best way to get into it and to learn how the mind, body, spirit, and earth are connected. But yeah, so basically I'm just purging this huge closet of which literally, it would make me so satisfied to just get rid of everything and just start clean, start new, because I don't want this, you know? And for anyone who thinks that, like, this is what will bring them joy, you know, like having all this stuff, like having designer shoes up the wazoo that, by the way, I've never worn, you know, it's stupid and it's a waste of money. And now I've just adopted the mindset where the only way that I'm going to be spending money is if it's an investment in myself and my future and what I want to do for society and to make it better with all of this just hate and just ignorance going on. It's really, really, really sad. And there needs to be at least some semblance of positivity in this world. And even a little bit counts. And bringing positivity to one person's life transfers on to another person and another person. So, you know, all it takes is one person to help another, and that's how we help the world. So, anywho, there's my spiel. I'm going to try to figure out how to put this, where to put my phone, so that you can see me cleaning out my closet after many times. I don't know if there's a way to pause the live video and like resume it while I'm doing this, because there's no reason for people to be waiting for this. Anywho, we'll try it. That actually works pretty well. So, yes, I am wearing my crazy boxers because they spark so much joy. And Konmari method, I neglected to explain it, I guess. But it's about finding the articles in your closet and your life, but starting with the closet is easiest, and especially for me, where my closet causes like the most amount of frustration and stress in my life, honestly, because, you know, like, honestly, you don't need much, and more will make you overwhelmed and unhappy and completely crowd your judgment and scatter your mind. And scattered mind, scattered life means you're unfocused and you're not going to be able to achieve your goals. Yeah, so it's just about finding what the articles in your closet are that, and this is like the closet part of it, there's numerous steps, but that spark joy. And she recommends, Marie Kondo recommends to actually physically hold every article of clothing and like see if it sparks joy. And honestly, I've gone through my closet so many times, and especially over the past like couple weeks, and I have like, you know, I've KonMari'd it as much as I could, you know, and then here's where it all kind of fell apart because finding shirts was impossible. So then I tried to hang them all and do them, you know, by color and everything and by style, and you know, it's nice, it's fine, but I only need about 2% of this stuff. So probably 1, to be honest. So I'm getting rid of it, which also translates to getting rid of so much clutter in my life and my mind, which is awesome. But so yes, she recommends like actually physically touching every article of clothing and seeing if it sparks joy. But where I'm at, I know that a lot of this stuff just doesn't spark joy, and I've been touching it, reorganizing it for too long, that it causes a lot of frustration. Which I'm extremely, extremely, extremely fortunate to have the luxury of having this many clothes and being able to say, oh yeah, like this is bad, whatever, like I have too many clothes, you know, because like that's like my point is that there are like such greater concerns in life, and there are so many people who are really, really, really suffering, and they really need our help, and like we shouldn't be focusing on all of this stuff and just what's next and what are we going to buy and what's the latest fashion and what's the latest trend, and trying to keep up with everything, because it's all bullshit that you're trying to keep up with. Like, by just doing a little bit and keeping up, or even just being slightly interested in any of the right things, then you can make a difference in this world, and you can actually make the world a better place through everything that's going on, where we all just feel so powerless, and just, you know, I'm just speechless and exhausted by the whole thing, so I just don't talk about it or think about it or listen about it. I know it's listened to it, but it sounded better. Anywho, but yeah, so I'm going to, and she recommends going section by section, so, like, shirts and pants and whatever, like, shoes and, like, blouses and whatnot, and dresses and sweaters and coats. And because I have been using her method, I have it all organized like that already. So now it's just about literally just getting rid of it. So I bought a bunch of garbage bags, an entire roll, because my excitement cannot be expressed through just a roll. And so yeah, here we go. Let's see what sparks joy. Maybe I'll put you here. All right. I have my wine, obviously, because everything's better with wine. Especially something like this, where like you're, like it's really difficult to just get rid of your life, basically, you know, and for people who like think that maybe like the Konmari method is a good idea, but like they're really worried about like getting rid of everything, then like, yeah, it's going to be extremely difficult, and it's way easier to be at that point where you're so fed up with the lifestyle that you've been living and fed up with how your investment in stupid things could be and should be an investment in beneficial things that will benefit other people who do need your help, and not just on the next whatever Chanel bag, which, like, yeah, it's great quality, but maybe also do something kind for other people as well, because sure, you can be selfish, buy what you want to buy, your money, you made it, you do you, but I just want to encourage people to also think about others and what they could give back, and to at least kind of tip the scale of the level of greediness that we're experiencing, or greed, excuse me. But yeah, I'm going to start with my super messy shirts and stuff over here, because I need to figure that out, because that's where I'm always looking for stuff. Here we go. Maybe I like to start from the top. So these are my nice thick J. Crew leggings that I used to wear in high school that I really loved. And all I have to say to them is thank you for serving me, but I don't need you anymore. You're cluttering up my life. This is my shirt I wear all the time, so I'm just gonna save it for later. Birthday shirt from Buc-ee's? No. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a pile that, like, maybe people would want, and then, like, a t-shirt, whatever, that we can use as rags or find some DIY use for it. No, thank you. My USM pants, thank you so much. The memories at that school, I will love you forever. But these sweatpants are the least functional sweatpants in the world. So good riddance to you as well. These are leggings that my mom would probably, I should just give them to her. That goes in the mom pile. These are my nice Eddie Bauer sweatpants that my boyfriend bought me. So they spark lots of joy. And I'm keeping them for sure. See, and that's how easy it should be, you know? I mean, obviously, as you go down to things that are more significant to you, it's gonna get, like, way harder than just, like, yeah, I never liked that anyway. But, like, the thing that really made me realize this was that I got my boyfriend AirPods for Christmas, and I like didn't really know anything about them, but he got me Bluetooth headphones like a couple years back for my birthday, and so I've been using those, and they've been, you know, great. Had issues, took forever to connect, but you know, whatever, better than with the wire. And so I bought him these AirPods, and we used them for like a couple days while we were in Florida, and I was like, I do not know how, like, okay, not to be like really, but like, once you have them, it's hard to live without them, you know? So immediately I ordered them, and I was super excited, but I got them. The only place I could get them was through Verizon, and they require you to sign for the package. Sorry, my story's going on. And so anyways, I was like waiting all day at home for this package, just like super excited, and I was just sitting in the kitchen, like staring like at the window, like working on my computer, just waiting for this truck, and like didn't move because I didn't want to miss it, and I was so excited. And I was just like, this is the feeling that I should have whenever I'm buying something. Like, I should only buy something if I do have this feeling where I'm like waiting all day and like so excited and like checking the tracking number all the time, and like, you know, because those are the things that spark joy, and those are the things that are worth spending your money on. And because really you make money so that you can spark joy within yourself and others, and not waste it on stupid stuff that is just going to be sitting in your closet unused. But like, you think, oh my gosh, like maybe if I have like a Chanel purse, like that'll really make me like woo ha ha. But it's like, then you get it, and it's like, okay. And you know, for a lot of people it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on to the next thing. And I'm really fortunate to have caught myself and realized that it's just a never-ending spiral that just goes deep and causes you to do so much and like work so hard to look externally for sources of happiness, when in reality all you need is to look inside and to find happiness within yourself. And there's so many methods to doing that. Like, I use Headspace every day, meditate using that app, and completely changed my life. Started with yoga with Adrienne, and she was the one who kind of got me connected through movement, because it's a lot easier to feel the connection when you're actually physically feeling it. And she explains it so well that you really understand why you're moving, how you're moving, and where you're trying to move from. And it's not about the poses, it's about what feels good for you. And it brings such a deep connectivity with the breath and the body and the mind, and it's really incredible. And then from there, you know, you can build. And I mean, that's what I did. I started to use Headspace after that because I was listening to podcasts, and a lot of them were mentioning mindfulness and meditation and Headspace. So tried it out, and I'm obsessed. Like, I love meditating, and I would be a completely different person without it. And I'm already wild, and so it's totally helped me to control, or not control, but just be mindful of everything that I'm doing, and be able to adjust my behavior accordingly, and to train to just be more mindful and be a better person, basically, and be more open, accepting, and just curious. That's another big buzzword, is curiosity. Be curious about yourself, be curious about others, and just don't be closed-minded, because, you know, what will pushing people away do? Nothing. You'll end up alone and sad. You know, and I've been there, done that. It sucks. And I think, and the reason that I'm sharing this is just because I think I'm really fortunate to have realized this at a young age, but also I went through so many years of just turmoil and distress and anxiety and just like feeling terrible all the time, that I know that if I would have known about like Headspace and Yoga with Adriene, like where you're able to just do yoga at home, where you don't have to worry about other people, or, you know, like not knowing anyone, or having no idea what you're doing, and like it just gives you anxiety, you know? So, I mean, not everyone, but for me. And so, like, my entire college experience would have been so different if I would have discovered this sooner. But at the same time, I'm so happy and so grateful for where I am today in my life. And it's so, so awesome. And everything that's happened in the past led me to where I am today. And I'm really happy and grateful for that. So, anywho, I just want to share my purging of the Konmari method, because I feel like maybe if some people are interested and they don't really like know what it is, then they can watch me do it, and I don't know, whatever. But here I go. On with it. T-shirts galore. Gone. See, I smile when I see this shirt. That means it brings joy. This shirt is really comfy, and I used to love wearing it, but like, am I ever really gonna wear it? I mean, see, now I'm talking myself into keeping it, because I'm like, oh, well, you know, like, I do really like this. It's really comfy. It's Michael Starr. But honestly, when I initially saw it, I was like, maybe it sparks joy, but not enough joy. You know what I'm saying? So it's better to just get rid of it, because it doesn't spark enough joy to be worth the headspace that it's taking from you. So I'm sorry, I love you, but thank you for contributing to my happiness prior. Ooh, athletic shorts. Given that I do zero athletics anymore. USM, athletic shorts. Love ya. Free People shorts, very comfortable. They do bring joy, and they probably bring even more joy to my best friend Claire. Shout out to you. And so I might just mail these to you in a little goodie basket. My little Schnickers. I love ya. These go here. So this I'm keeping. USM pants. Victoria's Secret circa 2005 maybe. Still fit, and I never have pants to wear. So like I totally would keep these if I was in my old mental state, but I know that getting rid of these will be way better, and that way I can buy something that I can wear all the time and that sparks a lot of joy within me, as opposed to just keeping these because I never have anything to wear. It's like, then get rid of all your shit and buy something that really, really sparks joy and that you really enjoy wearing and that makes you feel great, because then it makes every other aspect of your life great. Because when you feel great and you eat great and, you know, like your mind, like everything is connected, and it's all about just stripping down to the heart of it and stripping down to your core and your heart and figuring out what's right and what's meaningful for you. And all this stuff is definitely not what causes real meaning in anyone's life. The accumulation of stuff. So, words of wisdom. Okay, let's see. PYC, have to keep that. That's our local yacht club. Because that's where I so nicely Konmari, like triangle folded all of my clothes. And this I haven't worn since then. I do love this shirt. It's my All Saints, like the softest shirt ever. So, you know, it's like, I feel like you should be able to tell what sparks joy. Like, just by my reaction, I was like, or, you know, whatever. And I think I'm also gonna have like a, it's like, this is bad, and I definitely should get rid of my new what I could wear pile, which I'm gonna do, like, stuff that definitely does not spark enough joy to keep, but that, like, may come in handy. So after I sort through my stuff and I'm like, okay, definitely not keeping, like, all that stuff, you know, I can work my way, like, condensing to the more important, and the stuff I may be able to wear or still use will be, like, step 2 in the process. But it's a process. Everything in life is a process, and everything is accomplished step by step. And that's like a huge life realization, is like, I was so stuck in life for so long because I felt like I had so much to do and I was so overwhelmed, and I just ended up not doing anything. And I don't remember what my point was about being stuck in life, but anywho. But yeah, just move forward, get rid of your shit, and start anew, get re-energized, you know? So, oh yeah, so I should definitely, alright, well, yeah, you know, I should get rid of this. Okay. My mom's Abercrombie and Fitch little mini shorts. Adorable. This is my shirt that I bought in Thailand. And I actually have a couple of these because I bargained. I'm a very good bargainer. But yeah, for sure. See, this is one of those as Marie Kondo says, sentimental things. So it's kind of one of those, like, definitely don't need it, like, not really gonna wear it probably. I actually used to wear it, like, every day. But like, in my apartment. But sentimental things are the things to leave for last, because you want to work easiest to hardest so that you can kind of gain momentum and understand the process and not get discouraged, rather get energized by how liberating it is to just wipe the slate clean of all of your shit. So yeah, sentimental pile. This is all the stuff that I just washed and then I like wear. The only place it fits, so this has already gone through. Cute little thing. I do enjoy this shirt. This is like a sentimental shirt because it was my little cousin Nori's. Not little anymore. She's like a sexy model now, but sentimental. And it would probably look really goofy on me, and I like really goofy, odd things that are just whatever. This shirt has been with the family for quite some time. This Nicole Miller, whatever, tank top. I actually wore it like the other day for something. So it did come in handy. One of the things that may come in handy sometime. But I need to get rid of it because it's been around for too long. And we can get something better, right? Ooh. Classic J. Crew, perfect fit. Except my bunny must have chewed through it. So we're keeping this as like a comfy, like, whatever shirt to wear, because that's always what I need. That's like, Race for a Cure. Speaking of, everyone, shout out to kidney cancer. It's a really huge deal, and it's completely, okay, I'm totally not a doctor or anything, but from what I know, it's like nearly unrecognizable unless it's like way too late and you're actually have blood, you know, but and then by then it's too late. But it's usually discovered completely accidentally through an MRI, and so like you have to get an MRI, like specifically looking for kidney cancer to detect it early enough, basically. And it's like, how many people know that? So if you're like an over 50-year-old male, then just maybe get an MRI, because you could possibly, like, I wish cancer upon absolutely no one, but it's way better to find early. And so, little PSA to get out there that that's something to watch out for if any of you were not aware. Yeah. USM gym pants. I love you. Bye-bye. Slouch, Freddie, I love this shirt. It's like the softest thing. I got it in Rome when I was living there. See, you know, like when you're really excited about stuff like that, it's like you should keep it. Green Bay Packer jersey. What are you gonna do? There's no way I could ever throw that out. If this is Packer country, I would be murdered. Go Pack! This is a really comfy, like, gray long sleeve shirt, actually, but it's semi-see-through and, like, pretty tight, and I'm working on not exposing too much of myself, so we're gonna donate that one. Ooh, this one's also nice. I'll keep this one as a tester and see if I enjoy wearing it, because it's very soft. But again, clearly I should be getting rid of it because it doesn't spark joy. So, you know, at least I'm very aware. So we can go back to this pile. The ultimate. Thank you so much, my loving boyfriend, Alex, for buying me this, as well as my zebra socks, which I'll show you. Namaste, bitches. Lots of joy has been sparked. These pants I bought actually like a couple months ago. They were on sale. That's my biggest thing. I cannot resist a sale. And it's like so many things. I'm like, oh my god, but it was on sale. You know, and it's like, yeah, but it's still like way too much money. But it's like, but it could be so much more. You know, and it's like, get yourself out of that mindset. It's a bad mindset. So now I just don't even go shopping. I can't go shopping anymore. I can't. Because the deals are addictive. And when that happens, this happens. You get a closet full of shit that you never wear. And that you just get frustrated by and overwhelmed by. And users. Yeah, so it'll just be like which ones am I like definitely getting rid of, and then we'll move from there down to like the things that I actually care about, basically. But I'm gonna pause this because I don't really know. This is the first like second live video I've done, but I don't know if I can like resume it or anything. But part one, I guess, of the Konmari method, I got that far, so that's pretty cool. Still have a long way to go, but getting rid of that stuff. So on to the next. I'll be back.